There's a lot of people noticing something about Donald Trump's criminal trial in the Manhattan district. They're noticing that while Donald Trump is in court, he doesn't have a lot of support from family and friends. I mean, it's really weird. You don't see Melania, you don't see Barron, Don Jr., or Ivanka. And apparently, when this got out, Donald Trump got embarrassed, so he started forcing people to come to show support in court for Donald Trump. He's bringing in weird people, too. The other day, he brought in Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, of all fucking people. I mean, this guy spent more time in court than anybody, but he came out to support Donald Trump. Oh, that looks good. He's brought in Eric, too, the dumb one. He brought him in a few days ago, and Eric sat there and watched the proceeding. And when he saw the evidence, it looked like Eric was disappointed and surprised by what he was seeing. Well, he brought in Eric again today. Now, Eric was a little more bored or distracted today because he was going through his phone while the court session was going on, which is against the rules, which is not surprising with any Trump. They break the rules and the laws all the fucking time. But as he's going through his phone, I'm thinking to myself, what could it be that distracts you from your father being tried for 34 felony charges? Now, nobody really knows, but I'd like to think that he's seeing the demise of his father and he's trying to get a re-education, and that as he's going through the phone, he's just watching Rational Boomer videos, one right after the other. I don't know that that's true. I just like to believe that. Now, there are two other clowns that came to court today, Senator Tommy Tuberville and J.D. Vance. Now, why the fuck were they there? I'll tell you why they were there. They were there to try to throw something in the narrative. They sat in this trial for about 90 minutes, and then they said, I had enough. They went out front, and of course, they had a press conference. And Tommy Tuberville was absolutely apoplectic about the conditions and the treatment of Donald Trump. First, he said, this was his big complaint. He said, when I was in court, I saw the judge and the prosecution refer to Donald Trump as Mr. Trump. That's outrageous. He's President Trump. And then his second complaint was this. We go into this courtroom, and the courtroom is drab and depressing. It's depressing. And it's an old New York courtroom, so it probably needs paint and updating and redirecting, but it's pretty drab and kind of depressing. But those were the two big complaints Tommy Tuberville had. They weren't calling him President Trump, and the environment was depressing. How about the facts? How about the evidence, Tommy? You don't want to talk about that, do you?